Please work for me this time. Work for me this time. Okay, so far. It's not me, I swear. Okay. I don't know what the problem is. It's very frustrating. But my internet's fine. I have literally a 2G and a 5G signal I can use. It's not my internet at all. Like, at all. So, I don't know what the problem is. So, I don't even know if my other lives are still going. At all. So, we'll find out. We will find out. I'm just frustrated because I had a lot more people in here before. So, oh man, story of my life. Story of my life. My phone is like blowing up. Oh, my nail polish. Thank you. I need to get my nails done again. Look, I broke this finger. Oh, you want another real kicker? This one I'm real pissed about. I broke this one real good. That one hurt. It's not as short as it looks. It's kind of hard to tell. It's not as short as it looks. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut all these bad boys down because these are actually my real fingernails, except for this one because I broke this one. But I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can see, but it grew out underneath there a lot. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut all these bad boys down and start again. But it won't take me long because my nails grow like pretty quick. So I'm not really too worried about it. This is like the most unflattering angle. Most unflattering fucking angle ever. Oh, I look busted as fuck too today. I look so gross. Listen, if you guys want to follow someone that likes to be pretty and all kind of stuff, then probably not your girl. I mean, I like to be, pretty and do my makeup and all kind of stuff, but sometimes I just look homely like this. And, what you see is what you get. If you want someone that's real, that's me. But if you want someone that's like, oh my god, you're great, I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. This is my root beer from Chick-fil-A, sponsored, not sponsored. Anyway, this is my bedroom. This is where the magic does not happen at all. At all. Well, at least not here. It has not happened in a very long time. Okay. You know what? I appreciate people that are real. I really do. I'm not fake whatsoever at all. I'm very much an open book. Like whatever you want to tell me, or whatever you want to ask me, you're gonna get a truthful answer from me. You're not gonna get anything that's like fluffed up at all. So yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna get from me. I look like shit right now. I did shower today. Just FYI, I did shower today. But I look like shit. And I'm okay with that. I'm talking to my friends on the YouTube. So that's just how I see it. But I figured that I would come on. I would say hello to everybody. Sorry, my phone is like fucking blowing up right next to me. But I just figured I would come on and I would say hello, see how everyone is doing. I'm getting like so many. Oh, excuse me, that was a burp. I'm getting so many questions in my DMs on my Twitter and my Instagram. People are asking me all sorts of like mediumship and psychic kind of questions. So I figured it would just be easier. Like, granted, like I don't know if those people are here, but I figured it would just be easier to kind of like start going live and being willing to answer questions. I don't want to answer questions as far as like, do you see my grandma? Or Am I going to win the lottery? Or stuff like that. Stuff like that, I don't mind doing readings for people, but, that's something that I would prefer you to book me for, so I can really give you a one-on-one reading and give you something really good. It's hard for me to answer questions when it's like a shit ton of people. I've had a lot of people ask me how they book a reading. And all you have to do is send me a DM and tell me that you want to book a reading, and then I'll prompt you on how to do it or what to do. Sorry, my phone is just like doing crazy. Do I do readings via Zoom? No, I don't use Zoom right now. I use Discord and I use Skype. I could use Zoom. I would prefer not to use Zoom right now. But I literally just do my readings over not video, but over voice chat. It's easier for me to concentrate when I'm not like looking at a person too much. I mean, I could. It's okay. I've done them like that. It's just easier for me not to. And then also, I don't like to be on video when I do it because it's kind of funny, but sometimes I tend to move around a lot. I'll go like this with my hands. I have to move sometimes. Sometimes I even rock back and forth. I don't even know I'm doing it. It just kind of happens. Sometimes I move my arms back and forth. Sometimes when I do readings, I have to be moving, and it's, I feel like I look really silly. Yes, everything's up and running for right now. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx me. If you're reading a client and no one close to them has passed away, do you get messages through their spirit guides? Okay, so one thing, and someone asked me this question earlier, so I'm glad that you asked me this. You do not have to have an immediate loved one pass in order to get something. You have so many people in your lifeline that could come through for you. It doesn't have to be like, your immediate family that's passed away. I also am a lot more than just a medium. So, I mean, you can get a lot from me. So sometimes I haven't run across it yet, luckily, but sometimes people are just, I won't get anything from them. I haven't had that happen to me yet. If that does happen to me, I would refund you if I, couldn't get anything for you. But you don't have to have an immediate loved one that's passed to do it. Book a reading, it's worth it. Oh, thank you, Jen. I think your name's Jen, right? I'm pretty sure. Because I did one for you. Do you believe in God or gods? If so, which God do you believe in? Okay, so without getting myself in trouble, because there's always going to be people that judge, what you believe in or anything like that, which I don't care. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you do or do not believe in. I judge people. Okay, let me go back. I don't judge people. I treat you how you treat me. So I don't care if you worship the devil. I don't care if you go to church every Sunday. As long as you treat me well, I'll be cool to you. Like I have this joke that I always tell people, I'm everyone's best friend, because I can pretty much get along with anybody for the most part, as long as you're not an asshole. I do believe in God. I do pray. I do not attend church. And I mean, I know that even in, my beliefs, what I have isn't really something that's believable, but that's okay. I'm not a very deeply religious person, but I have some sort of, I do have some sort of faith. I feel like I have to hold on to something, So, I mean, honestly, that's about as much as I can give you for that question, because I'm not a very deeply religious person at all. You can enter in contact with people dead from around the world. Are you asking me if I can read people that are around the world? If so, yes. I mean, if you're asking me if, like, for example, I live in Florida, right? So if you're asking me if you had a grandma that passed and she's in England, can I still get something from her? More than likely, yes. It has nothing to do with distance, I guess, if that's kind of what you're asking. I watched your video with Dustin, which is how I found you, and I just love your vibe. I'm pretty special, Nicole. I mean, pretty fucking cool. I'm just saying, Thank you, though. When you are around a crowd of people, do you get bombarded with the other side wanting to contact with someone? Yes and no. It can happen. I knew your name was Jen. Okay. Yes and no. It can happen. A lot of times I'm so focused on what I'm doing. Say like I'm like grocery shopping. I'm literally trying to remember that I need to get what I need to get. So it doesn't affect me as much. I can kind of I can kind of like push it away for the most part if I have to. Hello, little gamer life. How would you recommend someone with some abilities to refine and harness them? Long story short, a lot of practice. Number 2 is it really depends on what the abilities are. And number 3, what works for me might not work for someone else that's a medium. I am able to get so many things in so many different ways and see so many things I never even thought would be humanly possible that I couldn't teach someone how to do it. Either you have that ability or you don't, as far as mediumship goes. So I wish I could answer your question a little bit better, but it just kind of depends. How involved do you think God, angels are in our lives? Do you believe in miracles? I think miracles can happen, whether they're a true miracle from God, whether you believe in that or not, or if it's coincidental and things just fall into place. We will never know. I've seen angels before. I've only seen it maybe like once or twice. So I don't know. It's not like I get firsthand knowledge what God or Jesus is doing, if you believe in that or if you don't. That's about all for that question. Energy is energy. Yes, I believe that. That was my question. I'm so happy Dustin did a video with you, and now I can follow you. Thank you. I'm happy he did too. Vanessa took us to Disney with her. I could have. I watched you on Ant's stream and loved you. Thank you. Love you too. Not sure if you answered this before, but when did you discover your abilities? Were you scared at first? Oh, gosh. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had all this crazy stuff happen to me all the time, and I didn't know why. I would have the most vivid dreams and imagery, and I would see things. And I mean, pretty much everything that I could do now, I was getting when I was a kid, and I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I held it in. But was I scared? Yes, especially when I was a kid. I mean, when you're having dreams where you're getting murdered all the time, or you're seeing deaths all the time and seeing really horrible things that you don't want to see, it sucks. It really does. And I'm hardened to it now. There's still a lot of things that I don't want to see. I don't like to see. It like hurts my heart. I've seen deaths with children or with loved ones, and the pain of everyone around, and it breaks my heart. I mean, I do have feelings, I might be a little bit of a bitch, but I'm a nice one. So I do have feelings. So it does suck to see that kind of stuff. And am I scared? Sometimes I see some things and I'm just like, oh shit. Like, it kind of startles me more than anything. Seeing a spirit in the daytime, that will scare you sometimes, especially when they kind of like pop out of nowhere. So that can happen. Do you get information on people automatically, or do you have to concentrate on someone to pick up anything? Sometimes I get information on people before they ever even open up their mouths. Sometimes I get information on people before I even know that I'm about to get information on somebody. There's been times where, like, I'll start picking something up on someone. There's no one around me. And then all of a sudden I'll go to, like, Wawa to get gas. And I'll just, just be doing my thing, and all of a sudden I'll see someone and I'm like, "Oh, it was about you." And I'll just kind of know. It's weird. It's weird. I found you on Ant's stream too. Oh, thank you. I love Ant. You know what? I haven't texted that bitch today. No, did I? No, I did tweet with him, but I haven't texted him today. I love Ant. Ant and I are polar opposites, but we're also the same at the same time. It's really funny. Let's see. I'm sorry if I skip your question. If I skip your question, please ask it again, because I'm trying to get to everyone's. Found you through Dustin. New sub. I love Dustin. Dustin has my heart. I love him. Yay, so glad I caught the live. My ability is through dreams, sudden thoughts, and tarot. I just feel overwhelmed sometimes because I'm not sure how to refine my abilities. Okay, so let me put the disclaimer out there one more time again. What works for me might not work for you. Because we all have, we have different things going on. As far as tarot goes, I don't read tarot cards because I just don't need them. So I don't know the first thing about reading tarot cards. But I will say that I think that it would probably be best if you practice on people. I will tell you, as far as sudden thoughts go, and this is something that I had to learn to do myself, is I would have a very random thought. I would talk myself out of it. I wouldn't follow that thought. Don't do that. I had to get out of that habit. So if you have that habit, don't do that. Follow that thought. Okay, bye, Jamie. You did a vlog when you went to Disney a while ago. I've been subbed for a long time. I probably did. I love Disney. I love Disney. Oh, I gotta move my leg out. My leg's falling asleep down there. Okay. Let's see. I'm afraid to move my laptop around because I feel like I messed myself up last time. Okay. When you do a reading, does it drain your energy? If so, what do you do to recharge? What's really funny is that I don't have that problem so far yet. Sorry, my nose itches. I don't feel drained yet. I'm sure that I could feel fatigued, but I don't feel drained when I read people. I know some people do. It hasn't happened to me yet, I guess. I've had dreams like that. It's horrible. There was a time when I was 15, I couldn't sleep because they were so bad. Yeah, I've had the same thing happen to me before, and it sucks. It really sucks. Can you help someone who might have had something attached to them? Yes and no. I can help you. I can give you advice as far as what you should do to it, or what you should do with what's going on. I could help you as far as telling you what's on you for the most part, more than likely. I can't guarantee that I could remove it for you. I don't do that kind of stuff, but I can very much point you in a lot of good directions. I've had it happen to me. Spirits just popping in are rude. Sometimes they are rude. Sometimes they're very rude. Hi, Vanessa. I came from Ant's stream. Hello. Have you ever turned a reading away because of evil energy or anything like that? I haven't had that happen yet. And Nick goes, what the fuck is this camera angle? Bitch, I don't know, but I'm scared to move my laptop because the last 2 times I moved my laptop, my signal went out. So I'm just not going to move. We're just going to roll with this. Okay, we're going to roll with it. I saw you with Dustin. Such an awesome video. Thank you so much. Well, there was a video with Dustin and I on Dustin's channel, and then there's a video with Dustin and I on my channel too. Hey Nick. Yo, fuck Nick, okay? Nick ain't shit. I've known Nick for almost 20 years. He's not special. He's not special. I love him, but damn, he's not special. Nick, can you be nice? Hell no, he can't be nice. He's a fucking bitch. That's probably why we get along so well. Have you ever had to help a spirit cross over? Yes. How can you get back in touch with any ability if you're a constant overthinker? You just have to get out of the habit. Yeah, it's a habit that's very hard to break. It's very hard to break. I've had to break myself of it. Girl, he was a supermodel a really long time ago, okay? A long time ago. If I have many, many people that have passed tragically, how do I choose which one I want to come through? You do not choose. I mean, okay, that sounded like really bitchy, so I didn't mean it to sound like that. You don't choose. I don't even choose. They choose whether they want to come out and play or not. Sometimes they want to. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're not able to. I mean, it's even I'm not in control. I'm at their mercy sometimes of whether they want to talk to me or not. There's times where I've been doing readings for people and I'll see family around them and I'll go try to talk to them and they're just looking at me like, and I'm just like, hey, hi, they don't want to talk to me either sometimes. So I have to kind of like sweet talk them a little bit. I'm glad it doesn't drain you. Yes, I'm glad too. Okay. I skipped a question. I know I did. Did you connect with animal spirits as well? I can if they're there. I can normally see them if they're there. Okay. Oh, she's dragging Nick. Girl. Nick's too easy to drag. I love Nick, but he's fucking easy to drag. What is your sun, moon, and rising? I have no idea at all. None. Zero. Okay. So all I know is I'm a Gemini. I was born on May 26th. I think I was born in the morning at like 5 something. And I know it was a Thursday. That's all I know. I don't know. If you want to tell me, go ahead. I don't know what you have to do to calculate that kind of stuff or whatever. I just do not. I'm blissfully unaware. I recognize from you now from Nick Daly. Well, I've been best friends with Nick for over 19 years. I've been very, 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 very good friends. I would honestly say that Dustin is one of my nearest and dearest, closest friends for well over a year now. I love Dustin to death. So I'm sure that you've seen me around there somewhere. I have to say, though, Nick has the realest friends. Some of them are. The ones that have been around for a while are. Other people we weed out. And by we, I mean probably me, because I'm mean. Vanessa said, stop second guessing yourself. Yes, don't second guess yourself. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition. Follow your heart, your intuition. That's all I know that song. Okay, how does one know if they have developed gifts? Okay, to be blunt and perfectly honest, more than likely, if you had them, you would know. And I'm not just saying you in general, I'm just saying you as in people. You would know if you had them. You would have certain things happen to you. I mean, it depends on what gift you have. Okay. What is the afterlife like? That is a very broad question. All I can really tell you, because of what I've seen, very peaceful. Gotta hit the hay. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. Patricia. Everyone say good night to Patricia. What's one of the funniest spirit encounters you've had? Okay, one of the people that I thought was really funny was there was this man one time that he just happened to be like passing by. And by passing by, I was like hanging out at my house and I just saw him coming from a distance. I could feel him coming. And it looked like he was wearing a weird suit and he was just fucking dancing. And I just was laughing because I just thought it was funny. I didn't know what else to think of it. That was one of the funniest ones. And then I had this one guy one time, he was telling me some crude ass fucking jokes, and that was really funny. Why do my dead family and friends wake me up at 3 a.m.? Can they still visit me at a decent hour? Honestly, the reason why I think that a lot of times people, like spirits that visit you when you're sleeping or those kind of hours, is because you are blissfully unaware of everything else around you, because you're at a lowered state of awareness because you're half asleep or you're asleep. Okay, LOL. I can find your moon. Where were you born? Like what state? Florida. Besides demons and angels, are there any other inhuman spirits that you've seen and you were like, what the fuck is that? Yes, many times. When you are passed, you can take on any form that you want. So, yes. Okay. Wow, I just found you from Dustin Daly. Well, hello. Welcome. What are all your abilities? Okay, all my abilities. Medium, psychic. I can see aura on people. I just know things about people. I can see death on some people. I can see your spirit animals sometimes. I can see your spirit guides sometimes. I can. Oh wait, I don't want to put it up until I name something. I'm trying to name everything. I can see your ancestors. I can predict deaths. Those things, off the top of my head, there could be more in there. I don't know, but that's for the most part. Haha, good for him. I don't know what you're talking about, Holly, but okay, we'll roll with that. Why do spirits visit when we're alone? I think that sometimes you just have more of a sense of awareness because you are alone. When you're around a group of people, you don't feel like scared in your house or anything like that. But if you're alone in your house, you're like, oh, what was that noise? You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like more like that. Do you enjoy Like Your Gift? I love it. Sometimes it's very hard. Sometimes I have to tell people things that I don't want to tell them. Sometimes I see things that I don't want to see. And that stuff's really hard. D. She has the ability to be a bitch. Fuck you, D. Listen. I'm the nice one of my friends. That was a fucking lie. My friends are just as fucking mean as I am, so don't think that I'm the mean one here. Love you, D. I do have the ability to be a bitch, but I'm also like very fucking nice at the same time, okay? It just depends what you get from me. Attitude reflects leadership. Are you scared of fame? Actually, it's really funny. I think that I was a very famous person. I think that everyone would like me because I really just keep it real. And then two, I would never be one of those people where if I had $1 million in my bank account, I would still be shopping at Target. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to go to, I don't even know fancy stores, West Elm and Craft and Barrel and the Container Store. I might buy a few things there because, yeah. But I'm not a fancy person. I'm not fancy. I'm just really not. I'm not fancy at all. I would be really cool if I was famous. I would be the same person that sat around in their pajamas and went to Target drive up, the same I am now. I would just have more money to buy more shit. Let's see. My spirit animal is a cow. I'm not laughing at you. I just wasn't expecting to see that. My spirit animal is a cow. I eat everything in sight. Same. You have such beautiful abilities. It may not be easy all the time, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's definitely not easy. Why can't I see D's comment sad? D told me that I have the ability to be a bitch. which is true. Are you able to separate your psychic abilities from your medium abilities and others? I want a medium reading, but I am too scared to hear anything about the future. If you want a mediumship reading, I mean, if you booked one with whoever you booked one with, but say I can only talk for myself. But if you book one for me and you only want to know medium stuff, just tell me and I wouldn't tell you the other stuff. And that really goes for anybody. Like if you go do a reading and you don't want to know about certain things, you should just be upfront about it. A lot of times, like I can get things about your future, but if you don't want to know, I wouldn't tell you. I mean, I and D can vouch for this a lot because D always does this. I'll pick stuff up about people. I will never tell them unless I find out how they feel about that kind of stuff. Because not everyone wants to know this kind of stuff. Not everyone's comfortable with this kind of stuff. So I'm not going to go and make someone uncomfortable or upset them. And D can vouch for that because D normally is my person that asks, like, hey, what do you think about blank, 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 blank? Okay. Do you ever not tell a person something if it wouldn't really help them in any way? I'm pretty honest about what I see and hear. Most of the time I'll ask people how blunt can I be? And most of the time I've never had anyone tell me that they don't want someone to be blunt. I would love to hear from my grandma who passed away last December due to cancer. I'm so sorry that you lost your grandma due to cancer. I lost my mom due to cancer, so I understand how horrible it is. I mean, if you want to book a reading with me, you can always send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to help you connect with whoever you want to. I have a strong intuition of good and bad people upon first meeting. Do you have that as well? Yes, I'm a very good judge of character for the most part. I don't see D either. That's probably a good thing. Just kidding. Are you able to see or know something about people watching you right now during your video? I even now I am hearing stuff about people, but I'm blocking it. Okay, let's see. Yep, me too. I've had a ton of money, still live in a small place. Probably still an apartment. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm a very humble person. I'm an extremely humble person. I'm a very honest person. You could tell me the last time you used the bathroom, and I'll probably tell you the last time I did. I don't care. Everybody poops. Let's see. I'm losing the chat. How do you get chosen to be a medium? No idea. You know what I just thought of? You know what? I'm not going to say it because I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. I'm not going to say it. Hi, glad to catch you live. Hello, I'm glad you caught me. Good ethics. I try. I believe abilities are passed down from ancestors. They could be. They absolutely could be. Do your gifts run in your family? My grandmother apparently, my mother's mother, who I never met, she died from cancer when my mom was young. Apparently she was psychic, and people used to try to get her to tell them fortunes or something. I don't know. I remember my mom telling me that when I was young, but my mom passed away 8.5 years ago, so I have no idea. I'm really worried about your what? I'm really worried about your health and increased workload. Please take time for you to decompress. Well, Cindy, I appreciate the concern. I promise you I'm really good. I'm actually a lot healthier now than I used to be because I lost a lot of weight. I've kind of packed on a little bit. The holidays got to me. But I'm losing again, but I'm good. I promise. I literally had the whole day off yesterday, and it was my son's birthday, and I spent the whole day with him, and we did a lot of cool shit. So I'm good. I promise. Thank you, though. Honestly, I've been wanting a reading from you but I'm worried it will be nothing but bad stuff. Well, you never know until you have one. Just saying. I lost. Have you talked to Aunt's grandma this week? Not this week. I haven't tried, but Aunt's grandma likes me. Aunt's grandma is really fucking cool. Don't sleep on Aunt's grandma. Oh my god, yes, Aunt's grandma. I like her. She doesn't like anybody. She likes me. I'm so excited for my reading. I'm so excited to give you a reading. Do you have one booked with me? Because if you do, I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with names. And I've had so many people contact me. I can't keep up with everybody. But if you do, then I'm excited too. And if you don't have one yet, message me. Okay, yes, and I will when I'm able to get back to work. Chaotic work level, no problem. Can you tell if someone has roots on them? I don't know what you mean by roots on them. Do you mean like attachments? Chrissy, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. Specific? I can't talk. Do readings normally drain and affect you? How do you recharge? No, they don't drain me at all. On Ant's stream, you were picking up something about someone in the chat, but never said what it was. Do you remember what it was? Yes, and I'm gonna respect this person's privacy, and I'm not gonna say it because it wasn't. I don't think it was good. Well, let me go back. I know it wasn't good, so I'm just gonna respect that person's privacy. If I do run across that person, because I have it in my brain, if I ever do run across that person again and they want to know, I'd be more than happy to tell them. Okay, I'd really like to talk to my best friend who passed away when I was 17. I'm 30 now, and I still miss him, and I've never fully recovered. I mean, if you want to, I could try to contact them for you if you want to book a reading with me. I can't guarantee because I can't force them to come through, but I could always try to help you with that if you want to send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. Happy belated birthday to your son. Thank you. He turned 9. I was not ready. It breaks my heart. Okay. How do you do your readings and what are your rates? I will be perfectly honest with you. I do my readings via Skype or Discord. Diet root beer, so good. And as far as my rates, I literally charge $50 for 30 minutes, and I charge $75 for 45 minutes. So pretty much $50 an hour, or $50 every half an hour. Roots is a spell, you think? Okay, wait. Someone says roots are basically like bad spells. Sometimes with people, I can tell if something negative is on. Well, no, I can tell if they have negative attachments a lot of times. I've never really came across someone that's had a bad spell done to them. Would I be able to see it or feel it? Probably. I would say about 75% more than likely I would be able to tell you yes. Would I recommend 30 or 45 minutes? Good question. That is really up to you. I will say that 30 minutes tends to go by a little quicker than you think. If you have a lot of questions, I would say probably 45 minutes. If you only have a few questions, then I would say 30 minutes is sufficient. Honestly, it really depends on the person. A lot of the readings I've done are 30 minutes. A lot of the readings I've done are 45 minutes. It really depends. I would say if it's your first time and you have 3 or 4 questions you want to ask, then 30 minutes should probably be pretty easy, and not too difficult.